Nobodies.
Yeah, you just like your girlfriend was fucking ugly.
No, honey, baby, I thought we had a pretty good thing.
Didn't Cher send you her app?
Cher?
Yeah.
No, I got it straight from T-Pain.
Oh.
It's the pirated copy. T-Pain, that's what it is.
And then they bring other girls on, they have a podcast, and then they fuck after.
Oh, you're talking plug talk?
I think we talked about it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm like, dude, if I could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah. You may as well.
We could probably do it tonight.
If you turn the feedback up all the way, and you go,
We almost drank half this already.
right? And it'll go forever, right? But if you keep playing, it doesn't start overbuilding. It will slowly like replace,
that's for dope.
which is
Oh,
rad.
Jesus.
Which is super rad because
What was it? The DS5? I think it was a DS5. The Boss that you would you would like turn the delay up and then you would hear it grow, but then you had to keep an eye out, like, or listen to it. You'd
totally
be like, wah, 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 and then
yeah.
you have to pull it back. Wah, wah, wah,
yeah.
you know.
And if you slow down, it goes whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, and you speed it back up, it goes.
Yeah, that was fun to just fuck with at the end of a song and just like
dude.
fuck with those.
Get stoned and fuck around with that shit. Mm-hmm. And then you go to mix your record and like, you're like, okay, all that cool shit that I thought was really cool when I was stoned, and it's not.
Yes.
Yes.
I every once in a blue moon made music stone, but I just normally I just get so fucking lazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get high and play some tunes, and then I like can't figure something out when I'm stoned. It's like hard to figure out. I'm like, oh, fuck this, and then I just.
Dude, I, you know, like in the studio here, I have to have things set up. If I don't smoke weed hardly ever anymore.
Yeah.
Like it just messes with my anxiety too much. But if I'm going to, it's like I have to have everything set up and like, because there's always like that one like computer thing. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you need to update, and you're like, dude, I'm too high for
Then
this.
yeah, exactly.
Too high for
Same.
this shit. And I get stressed out, and I get like, but you can't. I don't know. Sometimes it's fun, but sometimes I don't. Like when that shit happens, and you're just like, whoa,
What was that?
that was just light.
If you spin towards me too much, I'm losing all of your face, I think, on this. I'm realizing. So we should just
Not look at you.
tilt these in just a touch. I'm thinking.
What if I just scoot back a little bit? Like that. See?
Yeah. That works. That's perfect. Dope. Dude, Jeremy's studio. So
Here we are.
I know I said this off camera, but I wanted to say it on because first time recording the podcast outside of my house, and it's at your studio. This is dope.
Yeah.
These are good backdrops. Can I actually just always keep it here?
Yeah. We'll figure out something.
No, I'm kidding. But this is fun. Like we were talking about earlier, having this setup plus your recording ability, and like just talking to bands that come through. And I feel like it only takes a couple that we first do it for, and they're like, hey, yeah, we just had blah blah blah, like whatever band name. Then we send that to like other bands coming through.
Yeah.
And probably if Eric's down, because he's already talking to the booker for booking, you could have somebody like, hey, we do have this if you guys wanted.
Yeah.
And then you would have an in for like doing a live, you know, let's record 2 acoustic songs for the listeners from the show. And then we do a little podcast and keep it super short, you know.
Totally.
Dude, that'd be fun. Do you want to do some mushrooms?
Sure.
I don't have any. No, I don't want to repeat last time.
No.
I actually got a bit in my head that last time too. I was doing my best to keep it together, but I was
Dude,
like, fuck.
I'm all for microdosing, and that definitely was not the microdose that I'm used to, so.
Yeah, that was pretty strong. Although there is the last 2 times I think that I really wanted to trip, I wanted to try to do it by myself. The one time I took a 1/2 and then I didn't feel anything for a while, so I took another 1/2. Nothing.
Squirrels.
Wow, that's crazy. And then the next time I took 3/4 of an eighth because I was still a little pussy and didn't want to do the full 1/8 of these. because it's the same ones I microdose with, and I'm like, dude, they're so strong on just a tiny microdose. I'm like, I don't want to take that much. I'm like, I don't know if I want to see the afterlife yet, you know. But then nothing. Like I just like barely even tripped, and I was like, this feels like a microdose, and I took almost an eighth. But then I'll take a microdose other times, and it feels like a trip.
They're all different too. I mean,
yeah. But even those are like the same exact mushrooms in the same sort of mix, you know, because I just grind them up, so it's all like a pretty good mix of everything.
Yeah, but it's so like I got these ones from a friend, and I'd never seen anything like these before, but he's like, how much do you normally take? I'm like, I like less is more. I don't really like, unless I'm like, you know, planning like a day out of it kind of a thing. But microdosing is just nice to, like, I don't really want to like watch people's faces melt all the time.
Dude,
but these guys like, dude, don't take more than 2 of these. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, I took 6. And he's like, I thought I died.
Did he take 1 or 2 of mine?
I just took one of your little pill things that you made.
Because I'd taken 2. But
you weren't drinking.
No, yeah, for sure. That changes things.
So here we are.
Yeah. And we're live. What's up, guys? I have no idea if there's anybody watching us, but last time I did a live, there was one person that watched it. It was Paul, my buddy Paul, and it was pretty funny. Then I just started like talking to him. Yeah.
Why? Because your person you were talking to wasn't like entertaining enough?
No. No, I mean, I did it by myself. I think I turned on a live once and I was talking about cold soak. I was just like by myself.
Yeah.
And I cold soaked and I did something else. I just barely ever do it, but I want to get into a habit of just turning on a live and playing tunes. Just fuck around. I did it once way back in the day, but
yeah, I've done a live thing once or twice. I was playing piano actually.
Normally I have to be really fucked up, and then I'm like, fuck it. Yeah, because I mean, there's like tons of mistakes, and then it's just like pretty raw, you know, instead of trying to perfect everything before I put it out. Like,
yeah, that's, you know, there's something to segue back into the music thing. There's something about over perfecting things, and then there's something also about like not over perfecting things and letting things be raw and real.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think, you know, depending on a lot of things, like sometimes that raw and real shit is great. Like I mean, I have the ability to tune vocals here. Yeah. But I typically don't like to unless somebody asks me to. Huh?
Didn't Cher send you her app?
Cher?
Yeah.
No, I got it straight from T-Pain.
Oh.
It's the pirated copy. T-Pain, that's what it is. Shit.
Did you mix 2 Chainz and T-Pain together?
Yeah, I obviously know my, yeah.
Everybody knows T-Pain. T-Pain.
But the thing is, okay, you know, so he's actually a really great singer.
Yeah. He won did you know that he won The Masked Singer one year?
I still have never seen that.
Me neither, but I saw a clip of it.
I've seen clips, yeah.
And it was like the year T-Pain won, and it was just like down to the last 2, and then they got the winner, and he pulled off as T-Pain. And you're like, oh,
nice.
So yeah, no, he's phenomenal. He just chose to go that route.
Well, you know why? So Cher was like the first one to do it. Yeah. Well, the first one to do it like in top 40.
Yeah.
And it was Believe. Mm-hmm. And T-Pain, off like LimeWire or something like that, like spent like a year trying to find out what program she used. Yeah. And like everything that he downloaded illegally was like not the right program. Yeah. And finally he's like, oh man, he found this one. It just said auto-tune. And he's like, if this isn't it, then I'm giving up. Yeah. And it was it. But he used to write, like he was a writer before he was famous. And there's I think it was Common that he wrote a song for, and Common didn't want it. And then so he put it out, and he was DJing like in Miami or something like that at this club. Yeah. And played it, and then just fucking everyone went nuts.
You know a lot more than T-Pain than I do.
T-Pain. 3-Pain.
Yes. Do you, speaking of autotune, I have noticed, have you heard any of those AI songs?
Yeah.
So.
It's a trip.
The one that I heard was, I think it was Drake and The Weeknd. It was like their collab song that an AI had made. And the thing I noticed is Drake sounds exactly like Drake because Drake uses autotune. So like the computerization of vocals has prepped AI to be better at those vocals. So the more raw the vocal is, so The Weeknd uses way less autotune. You know, I'm sure he uses some, but it's like very minimal, if not. You don't hear that like.
Yeah, I mean most of those artists use it, but
Sure.
you can use it in a way that you don't hear it.
Yeah, exactly. So The Weeknd it sounds way more natural, you know, like his vocal. And so when AI tries to copy him, it makes it sound, it's still modulated. There's no like really, really smooth flow between notes as well.
Totally.
So when I was listening to the song, I was like, ooh, they're nailing Drake, like on the way his cadence is, and that it's like more computerized. But then The Weeknd, I'm like, ooh, I can kind of tell this is like a knockoff. And so it made me think about like, oh yeah, by using autotune as an artist, you've just prepped yourself for an AI takeover, you know, as far as.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's only just gonna get. Have you seen those
it'll
photos,
eventually.
right? Yeah, and like
Have
you
you
can
seen the
tell
video
because their
yet?
arms. Yeah, the Bud Light or like the beer commercial one.
No.
That
So
one was amazing. 'Cause
that
everything
was-
just like turns up in fire. Like
Okay, so I just saw today. when I was
Barbecue
taking
America.
that one was funny. I was taking a shit today and I saw this one that it's from Adobe. So they were like the guy who made it. It wasn't an Adobe commercial, but the guy had made it with Adobe, and then said like, "This is what I've been able to do so far." And there's this girl running through this soccer field. She runs out and she spins around and she's just like, and so then he pauses her and draws a lake with a castle, like, or you know, like they do with photos. It draws that section, puts in a lake. So I thought they were just doing a photo. The lake with a castle, puts leaves over here. Then he puts a tree like framing them one side, like a fall tree or whatever. And then he presses play and she's dancing around and it like zooms in and out with the castle still and the lake and like so.
it just created all that other stuff.
But
Do you think it's weird that he put the leaves in before he put the tree in?
Yeah, it's kind of
like-
like God.
Yeah, what came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first, the leaves that you have
Well,
to rake up for the tree?
didn't God create light before he created the sun? Like in the time frame of how it's written, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, it's been a long time since I read the beginning of the
I'm
Bible.
almost sure that's actually because there was one discrepancy that I'd like read about later when I was having my doubts.
Created light, but
It was like in the beginning, God created heaven and the earth, and he said, "Let there be light," and
Yeah.
there was light. Where was the light from? It wasn't there. But then he created the sun later, like on day 3, and then they're like, well, what about the other light? Like, where is that when it's dark? You know, it was like a weird. Whoever wrote the Bible didn't really think it through.
it wasn't just one person that wrote the Bible, though.
It also wasn't God.
God did not write the Bible.
Yeah.
Jesus didn't even write the Bible.
No.
I don't
likely.
even know if Jesus knew how to write.
Did I tell you? Oh yeah, I did. I went to that church.
Yeah.
This interesting. It seems very Hillsong-esque, you know, like that new school kind of whatever, a little Pentecost, you know, people shout, but like they didn't really talk about God too much. They were like, oh yeah, we have these core tenets and blah blah. We also have like faith and blah blah, but that's for church. This is about business. I was like, oh thank God, you know. But I did talk to a couple of people, which everyone's super nice, but I talked to one dude who was just like, yeah, like, you know, well, you know, you obviously have to have faith in God. I'm like, I think the God I believe in is a bit different, but I'll save that for another day.
Well, it's weird, though, because, like, when I was doing photography and shooting weddings, like, the church was the best place to get gigs.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm
Like,
stoked.
and the thing is like, so churches, like, and I'm
if
sure,
one of
like,
you guys are listening, what's up? I love you.
if like, the thing with churches is they're going to use people in their church, whether they're good at it or not.
Yeah. Well, I
Like-
thought about that. I
like,
looked
it's a-
around.
it's
They
a
don't have
family.
they don't have, or they didn't have anyone filming that. And I was like, dude, they may need someone. I'm not sure. But I don't mind. Like, I like Christians. Like, I don't have any issue with people
me
that believe
neither.
in Jesus. And I actually do believe in God again, but it's just very different than the Bible.
Yeah, I've always, like, since I left that, that group of people.
The culture of Jesus?
Yeah. I mean, I've always considered myself spiritual, but not religious.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I think are wrong with the church. There's nothing wrong with making money, but I don't necessarily agree with a promise of something that I don't believe in.
Yeah.
In order to make that money.
Right.
Like,
right.
Then again, I know that you and I could probably record a Christian album and put it out, and we'd sell a lot.
Faith Plus One.
I think we can come up with a better name than that, but honestly, it doesn't matter what it's called because people are going to buy it just because it's Christian.
Isn't there, there's a couple, like, did you ever read, I guess this isn't music related. There was a musician I was thinking of that left the faith. He was really big. But did you ever read that, like, I Kissed Dating Goodbye book?
Yeah.
So that dude is gay and, like, left the faith. That was, like, a big deal.
Well, yeah. Also, you have all these, like, leaders, especially, like, Hillsong and, I don't want to implement anybody, but there's a lot of it going on in the churches that I worked with.
Yeah.
But it's, like, infidelity and...
Yeah, but that's just, like, I mean, it's very natural for humans, whether you're religious or not.
When you're a person that is in a leadership role like that, like, it's pretty natural for you to be narcissistic and just kind of have your own agendas.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to pretend.
It's also really easy to cheat when you're human. Like,
totally.
most humans cheat. So,
totally.
like, it's like, yes, they're on the pedestal.
I mean, I'm not
so
perfect
at
all.
The limelight's on them, but also, I mean, I do agree that some of them are very narcissistic. It's almost like they become a celebrity.
That's how most people in any sort of leadership or celebrity type role
and that's
are like that. Like, I mean, you and I both have capabilities of that, or like, you know.
Yeah, I mean you already know I do.
Yeah, but we're not so narcissistic to where it's. I mean, at least we're honest.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I think recognizing your own potential to be narcissistic.
Yeah, it's the manipulation that really causes problems, because you're manipulating people into things. And and I don't know. I mean, I've made so many fucking mistakes in my life that, like, you know, there's a lot of things I would have changed, but I don't really have that many regrets necessarily, because I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I've learned.
Yeah.
But
I've thought about that a lot.
I haven't been arrested.
I have. But I didn't go to jail. But I did get, like, cuffed by the cops.
Oh, I got put in the back of a cop car once.
Yeah, that's technically being arrested because the arrest is actually... Yeah, it's like the arrest is just like holding you. Yeah, detainment.
So it's actually a funny story, because I was with the pastor's kids in high school and like a bunch of kids from youth group.
Dude, fucking PK syndrome.
And we had this, like, my family had the sailboat, and we went and camped out in the sailboat. Mm-hmm. You know, and I had permission from the parents and everything. And we walked down there from my house. You walk through the forest and get down to Folsom Lake. And we got to the boat, and, you know, it was getting dark or whatever, and we motored out, started to motor out of the marina, and security guy comes over with this bullhorn, and he's like, "Turn that boat around, I'm calling the police." And I, like, couldn't hear him, so I turned the motor off, and he's like, "Turn that boat around or I'm gonna call the police." And I was like, "Oh shit." So it took me a second to start the motor again. It's one of those pull things.
Yeah.
And finally, I pulled it around, docked it back up, and he's like, "Wait here, the cops are coming." And we're like, "What?" And like, "You can't just take a boat out." I'm like, "Yeah, this is our boat. We pay for the slip. I have the keys. I have permission from my family. Like, we're just gonna go camp out."
Yeah.
And we weren't even, like, drinking or anything like that.
Right.
We were good Christian kids.
Oh, you are a good Christian kid.
And the sheriff came, and then, like, he wanted to get us for trespassing, because technically, like, the gate was closed to the marina, but we walked down there. We didn't like drive down there or anything like that. And, like, sheriff came and put us in the back of the cop cars, and he's like, "You had permission from your parents to be here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, we walked down here, my house is just over this little hill.
Yeah.
And the cop calls my parents, right? In the car, I'm in the backseat of the cop car, and my mom answers. He's like, "Yeah, we have your son Jeremy here. He's been detained. Can you come pick him up?" And my mom's response was, "Are you sure it's not Scott?" which is my older brother who was always getting in trouble. And I was like, Mom, it's me, please come. So like, Cam picked us up. Nothing happened to it. We went and saw a judge or something. And like, they're like, dude, this is so dumb and wasted my time.
Yeah.
Like, everything was fine. But that's like the closest I've gotten.
Dude, when
I'm not saying I haven't done anything wrong. I just was
never
good
got
at not
caught.
getting caught.
Yeah, I've done a few things that are deserving of getting arrested. But the time I did was I stole 5-Hour Energy out of a 2-pack at a Rite Aid. And I just took the one and put the other one back. And I was with Carrie Judd at the time. And the day before I had found out that my best friend killed himself. And I was just like super sad and was like staying in my room. And Carrie's like, why don't you get out of the house?
Was this when I lived with you?
It might have been right before. Okay. I think it was right before because it was right when we had first moved to that house. And I think it was me, Carrie, and Daniel that still lived there at the time. Because you moved in after Daniel left, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, fuck it, fine. And went out and we stopped at the gas station. And I really do think I kind of wanted to get caught. I mean, I've definitely stolen from other stores before, but I was just like, walking through there, I was just like, I'm fucking tired. Grabbed it, pulled it out of the box, put the box back, drank it in the like aisle, and security guard stopped me, and then I was just like, the cops came, they like cuffed me, did like a booking thing, but then I never went to jail. They're just like, all right,
yeah, I was never cuffed.
Here's your court date.
Yeah, they just cited you.
Yeah, but I still have a misdemeanor. Like I have a petty theft misdemeanor, and then I still had to do SILD.
You sketchy motherfucker.
Yeah.
You weren't in the back of a cop car though? So they're plastic. I didn't know this.
The cars are plastic?
No, like the seats.
Oh, so like throw up and shit.
Yeah, or whatever. Like they can just fucking hose them out.
Yeah.
Like a Honda Element, but like not as comfortable.
Yeah.
And like they have these like big like bumps in the back and these holes. So
Were
that
you
like
cuffed?
No,
in there? Okay.
I wasn't.
Because I always wondered about like sitting in a seat.
I was
like
having this conversation with the sheriff, and I'm like, these are so uncomfortable. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what's with these holes in the back? And they're like, well, when we cuff people, there's like molded holes so that their arms can be like in that hole or whatever.
No.
And like, it's crazy to me that like, I mean, it's not crazy to me at all. It makes sense, but I'm like, man, this is
it's really crazy.
Like, this is not a very comfortable seat. Could you imagine like, what if like if somebody ran into a cop car and you're in the back of a cop car, like, there's no padding, there's nothing.
Yeah,
like,
that would also be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty dope, actually.
I know. It's actually strange because usually they're only happening in the morning.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So that's the one.
That's the race.
That's the one
that.
Like
beep, beep,
that's the
beep,
one that restarts.
Beep.
I always check it like once or twice, but
I like that it was like a race car starting thing. It was like beep beep.
Yeah. Beep. What's that, Mario Kart?
I mean, everything in my mind when it starts like the lights.
Yeah.
Ding,
Gran Torino. Turismo.
Gran Torino is a Clint Eastwood film.
That's right. Gran Turismo is the racing.
My friend Michael wrote that piano part that Jamie Cullum sings.
I don't know it. Well, I've never seen the movie either, so.
Yeah.
Anyway. Did Carrie ever tell you about writing the riff for Lifehouse? I'm falling even more in love with, but he didn't. Did he ever tell you that story? He told me that story multiple times, and I'm
Carrie.
still to this day. I'm like, I don't think that happened.
No, but you know what though? You helped write the riff that got in Shameless, and Carrie was so bummed out that his vocal part wasn't on that.
This is crazy. I should let you tell us. You can tell us.
So, I wrote a song. I was like, and then like that riff, and then I think it went like, I can't remember where it went before that, but we're hanging out when we lived together, and there was probably some alcohol involved or something. We're on the porch.
Yeah.
And Josh here was like, you should go like, after that part, you should go, So
Yeah.
so Josh came out with that second part of that riff, and it was a band I was in that I started with our roommate Alyssa, who ended up getting engaged to Carrie, and it was like Carrie played in Josh's band, and then we all lived
You
in
guys
this
had
house.
a band, or you and Liz had to start that band together.
Yeah, we started that band, and then that residency fell through between Carrie and Alyssa, and then so Carrie and I kind of just kept doing stuff with the band and writing songs. But we got this song in this TV show Shameless,
So that was crazy, and I didn't even know.
and Carrie was super excited, and then when it came out, it literally was just that opening riff that Josh and I wrote, and Carrie was so bummed out because his
Oh, didn't
vocals
have
were
any
on
vocals,
it, and he had nothing on it of the writing of it, and like anyway, it was quite funny.
Which
And,
season do you know?
Yeah, it's either season 7 episode 6 or season 6 episode 7.
Okay.
I always get it mixed up
Because they do have really good soundtracks. I've discovered
Yeah.
quite a few really good songs on that show.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, what the fuck song is this? It's really good. And so I'll check it. But what's crazy to me about that story is I totally forgot about that, and it wasn't until we started kicking it again, like a year ago or whenever we started hanging out again, that you told me that. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I wrote a song on Shameless, or a part of it, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize that at all. No idea.
Yeah.
So I like that, and I probably watched it when I fell asleep or something, because I have pretty much watched every Shameless episode.
Yeah.
But
People keep telling me I'm Frank Gallagher in training. I'm like, nah,
ooh, that's bad,
I don't know.
dude. You know what really fucks me up about that show? I never liked Frank Gallagher, but
Yeah, but William H. Macy is amazing.
he's an amazing
actor.
He
fucking killed it.
Yeah.
You like love hating him. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, for
he's
sure.
like not a dad. He's
No,
like,
I like actors that can do that for sure. But anyway, what fucked me up was I think it was 9 or 10 when he starts getting dementia. I I started crying like in some of the episodes, because I was just like, I do not want to be that, because it's one of the scariest things for me. Like
my grandmother
older.
had dementia and Alzheimer's,
And being in a situation, and my grandfather had Parkinson's, and being in a situation where you don't like have your own mind and you don't have control over like your reality, that scares the fuck out of me. Like, it really does.
Yeah, so my grandmother, one of the last times I saw her, she was in a home, and she tried to convince me that this photograph of her and my Uncle John, who died when I was in like 6th grade,
Yeah.
was me and her. And I'm like, but you can't like, it's not, you can't try and convince somebody that they're wrong, right? But they had a piano in there, and I played some songs on the piano, and then like all these other old people came, and like she was like super happy, and like people were crying, and I was like, whatever. And then she like tried to, so like the home that she was in, it was a beautiful home. The people there are amazing. It was in the Bay Area. But they, they'll take her out, to places, get ice cream or whatever, put them all on a bus and whatever. And they have control over her money, so she doesn't have, because she shouldn't have control over her money. So like they'd give her some money of hers that, every time they went out, so she could buy stuff. She tried to sell me some of her dresses and told me that they'd look great on me. And there was a little part of me that wanted to just like start pulling out cash and just like buying them from her. But they weren't my size, because she was like this much shorter than me. And I'm like,
Won't they just come up a little higher?
yeah, and I do have nice legs.
I have seen them. Huh. Have you ever watched that movie, I Care a Lot?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Well, it's on Netflix. I don't know if it's still, but it's a very unknown movie, but it's really good. But it's pretty dark. And basically, this lady creates a scam or a fraud where she creates a nursing home and gets rich people into her home and pulls their rights on their own estate. So then, and because a lot of the families like don't notice right away, they were able to convince them to either sign over the estate to them as a nursing home. And then once they do, they have access to all of their cash.
That's
and
so fucked up.
Yeah, dude, it's super fucked up. So then it's a story about this lady does it, and then they fuck with the wrong person, and this is back and forth. So that's the premise of the movie. But dude, it's really good. But like, I'm like, holy shit, that is a really good scam of, you know, just finding the right old person that has a ton of money. And then be like, oh yeah, like they did this thing, like, so they can't be, so all they need to do is like report to the judge that they were a little unstable in the situation. And then they have a doctor who's on kind of like, they're shoveling money off into the side, like, oh yeah, they did, you know, they're struggling with their mental.
That's so difficult. Like people like that take advantage of people like that. Like they're like looking for that scam. It's weird. I read about this story though.
Pretty fucked.
Check this out. I read about this story. Like somebody put in a classified ads, last chance to send money, and they put a PO box in. I think it may have said something else more than that, but it's like, it's your last chance to send money. Send to this PO box, and they got like a shit ton of money sent, and then people.
That's all they said.
Yeah, it was like they said like a little bit more, but like all these older people, because they're reading the classified ads in the paper, and they're like, "Oh, it's our last chance to send the money." Okay, so they would send money,
dude. Yeah, I do.
And people tried to take them to court for it, and the judge basically was just like, "You're an idiot. You sent money. You can't sue them for it. Like there's nothing you can do."
Dude, and the problem is that they're not an idiot. They're old, or they're losing their mind. And you know how we just were talking about how earlier we were talking about there's not really like a heaven.
Only the
hell.
finest apple juice.
Yeah, I'm figuring out ways to stop branding the booze I drink until I start getting paid for one of them. So
you know what we should do? We should just make a label and put it on the bottle.
Dude, I could just make nobody stickers. That's a good idea.
Yeah. That's
a super good idea, actually. I don't know why not. Because, yeah, I was just telling Ryan on the other podcast, but I'll say it briefly. But Bill Maher's podcast, he has everything in a glass jar. And he's like, I'm not displaying a label until they pay me. And he's big already. So as soon as he started his podcast, it's already millions of people watching. So he's like, why would I show a label of what I drink until they offer to pay me? So he's like, until then, I'm putting in this glass container. I'm like, ooh, that's really smart. But I mean, he does have a huge platform already. But
you should call it Nobody Drink.
Nobody Drink.
It's that little bit Nobody Drink. I think I can make one right now.
I do like that. This is also the first podcast that we smoke cigarettes. When I say we, I mean you, but...
Do you want one?
Yeah. Here, let me grab another White Claw.
Ready for this? That's what you want. You want that rip. It's like, you ever see those like unboxing videos?
What are you ashes in? Oh, you have that?
Yeah.
Do you have another one over here? Or no?
No, but I can put it between us.
Okay.
Those unboxing videos, and they have like the little film that's like...
Yeah. Peter McKinnon does a lot of those, actually. Tell I don't smoke cigarettes. I did smoke a cigar with my buddy Dan on a podcast. Actually, I smoked two. Dude, that podcast was so goddamn long. I mean, I loved every minute. But then editing it is what's really hard. Because you're like, dude, this is taking forever. You know what? I had this brief thought. I was like, oh, fuck, I hope my parents don't see this. And I was like, if my parents have been watching this podcast, there's a lot more offensive things that I've done on it than smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. Well, you brought your guitar, right?
Yeah. Dude, we should wait till we get people here to play some tunes.
That's fine.
Let's do that.
All right.
But I think I really do. I want to do that. I think it'd be cool.
Are you interested in talking about the World Series?
I mean, we can talk about it.
Yeah, because I don't know really anything about it other than it's, what is it, the Arizona and Texas?
I don't even know that. Is it the Astros?
Arizona.
No, Texas is Astros, though, right?
No, they're the Rangers.
Oh, Texas
Houston.
Rangers. Austin is
Houston.
the Astros. No.
Houston, Texas. Houston,
Okay.
Austin.
See,
Astros.
no, I have no idea.
Yeah, because here's how you remember. Because, yeah, Houston, we have a problem. That's where, like, space people are at. Yeah.
No, I know that.
Oh, look at that train.
I want. What was I going to talk about? I do. When I listen to Theo Von, he just does that where if there's silence, he's like, "What else were we going to talk about?" in his Louisiana voice. Do you know Theo Von?
Yeah, I know Theo Von. Yeah.
Nice.
Comedian.
Yeah, we were kicking it yesterday.
Yeah, I know very few jokes, and they're really dumb. But
Let's
you ever
hear-
watch Kill
let's hear your
Tony?
best. Yeah, you watched Kill Tony a lot, right? I don't. Actually,
Yeah, it's
never.
amazing.
I've never watched it.
It's amazing.
As much as I like Rogan and that whole crew, I've never watched it.
Oh, it's incredible. So what he does is he people sign up and they get 1 minute to do stand up.
Yeah. So you just get up and they click the timer.
So he pulls out of a bucket.
Right. But
Yeah.
once
and
you're
then,
up,
and then I get a minute.
do they start as soon as you reach the microphone, or like
It's
1,
you get
2,
a minute,
3, go?
and then like after a minute, there's like a little cat that goes meow, and if they keep going, then there's this big bear thing, and it just
Okay.
like interrupts them, and then they interview them. And some of these people, it's like there's been people that I've seen on there that's like their first or second time ever doing stand up, and
Yeah.
they fucking kill it. It's amazing.
I want to do it.
And then there's people that have been doing it for like 8 years,
And
and
they're
they're
terrible.
fucking horrible. But then there's people every now and again that will pop up and they just want to like promote their fucking brand or like what they're doing. And
That
it's
makes sense.
like-
That checks
and-
out. I can see.
Yeah, but it's like there's like 200 people that sign up and they just pull, you know.
But because of the audience, that shit probably works.
No, because then Tony like interviews them and he just fucking roasts them and like destroys them. He's like, "You're a piece of shit."
Yeah, but still, people still knew about them. Like, they still heard it. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh. I have been looking for a guy who sews buttons on this, you know.
On what? You're looking for a guy that sews buttons?
No, I'm saying if you were a guy who promoted your button sewing business, like, even if you did that and you weren't funny, if they have 1 million people listening, you got in front of more people than you've ever been in front of before. So it probably still works. They probably
Yeah,
still
but then
get
he
some
makes
sales.
fun of them and he just destroys
Yeah.
them, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, this guy's like." People will start booing in the crowd, and they're
Yeah,
like,
okay.
"Get this," and he'll cut people off, and you're like, "Nah, get the fuck out."
Yeah, I've heard he's ruthless. That
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's.
Well, I mean, he's
I've heard him on Joe Rogan.
so
but I still
he
never watched
so
Kill Tony.
what's the guy's name? The roast master, Jeff Ross.
Yeah, Jeff Ross.
Yeah. So like Tony and Jeff Ross like kind of grew up in the comedy scene together a little bit, and then like they're all from LA
Yeah,
and from like the Comedy Store.
yeah.
Which I didn't know this until somewhat recently. Pauly Shore's mom was the one that started that, the Comedy Store.
Yeah, Mitzi.
Yeah.
I didn't know who Pauly Shore is. The only reason I know Pauly Shore is because of Mitzi Shore. I only know Mitzi Shore because of Joe Rogan.
Yeah, but you didn't know, like, you never watched, like, In the Army Now or Son-in-Law
No.
or, like, Biodome.
I watched Sandlot, but I don't.
Not Sandlot. In the Army Now.
What's the second thing you said?
Son-in-Law.
Oh, Son-in-Law. I thought you said Sandlot.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know any
Biodome.
actors. No,
You ever see the Goofy movie?
no,
The cartoon?
no. That's probably why I don't
What
know
the
who
fuck is
Pauly
wrong
Shore
with
is.
you?
I grew up in a cult.
Don't ever grow up.
Don't ever
Just
push-
grow old.
Don't do Neverland shit.
I know, but, like, just grow old.
Dude, it is strange. The whole Neverland thing always bugged me, and I'm not sure
It
why.
bugged Carrie more.
No, really?
Yeah, because everyone called me Pan.
Oh, I see. It bugged me because there was a part of me that was like, I do want to. I think it was like, I want to get better. I want to get stronger. I want to get better. I want to grow, like, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So I had these levels that I like. Even then that I like wanted. I knew that I wanted to be a better person than I was.
Yeah.
And it bugs me that, hey, what's up, dude?
What's up? How is it hanging?
Dude, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Dude, we're live on Instagram. We have one
What?
watcher.
Hell yeah. Who is
Do you
it?
want to say hi? Well, it was Joel. He might have switched. We might not anymore. But,
Watch your feet.
yeah, come on in.
Hey.
Hey, Ty.
Do you
What's
want?
up? How we doing?
Do you want to jump in? Should we have him jump in or should we wait?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's up, dude?
We're back. We're back.
Dude, I want to do that thing that I don't know the
Make
podcast, but yeah. No, I already did that. I just haven't released it yet. But there's the one where there's the porn star and his porn star girlfriend, and then they bring other girls on. They have a podcast, and then they fuck after.
Oh, you're talking plug talk?
I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, dude, if I could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may as well.
We could probably do it tonight.
Yeah, accessory?
Yeah, we can plug quite a few things.
Plug in the talk and some shit.
And some butts.
I feel too close to you.
I don't think you were close enough.
How you
Nobody
been?
would like just.
And we're back.
Yeah, I've been good, man. Just doing the music stuff, jerking off a lot. Same old, you know.
How many times a week are you jerking off?
A week?
Get that later.
Whew. I don't know. But our question is, are you guys lube guys or drive guys?
Can we just appreciate that toss and that catch?
No, that's pretty nice. That
Yeah,
was really
okay.
nice.
You put that in slow motion.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, no, I can't. This is all 24.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
Just.
Do you know what that means? Yeah. I'm appreciating the fact that I can smoke a cigarette in my pockets because I would not do this in my house.
You could. Just make it like a 1920s like radio show.
Dude, how bad did airplanes smell back in the day when they had cigarettes on them?
Awesome, probably.
People were probably a lot less stressed out, and then that's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
why a
but
lot of
how-
kids got like secondhand smoke.
I went to, oh man, I remember growing up, there was one of my neighbors, I went in their house one time and it smelled so bad because it's just like that old cigarette smell on every couch, you know? It's really bad. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're a lot younger
No,
than
smoking
me.
in a house is.
It's so fucking bad. It doesn't smell like a fresh cigarette.
It doesn't smell like cigarettes in here, though, does
no.
it? When you walk in
No.
here, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have a lot of cushion. Like you don't have carpet, you don't have cushions, you don't have.
The couches just love the cigarette smoke. Dude. They just absorb it.
It's bad. Yeah, maybe if you had all leather and hardwood, it'd be fine.
And it was like actually like fully enclosed is kind of not. However,
I think
These are amazing.
the squirrels running up on the roof have something to do with the distribution of smoke.
The squirrels?
Yeah, that every once in a while they run across and they go.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't know how squirrels won the war with the rats, where they're like cute. It's because they live in trees and have bushy tails, but
They're basically the same.
yeah, they're exactly the same.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah.
squirrels.
Yeah. Take away the bushy tail.
I don't know how squirrels haven't figured out their own Adderall subscription for like less price.
Right.
They've had it for way longer. There's way more of them. You'd think they collectively they would figure it out.
Like the buying power of squirrels in Adderall. Yeah.
Or I don't know how the pharmaceuticals have not figured out a way to sell to squirrels because that would also work.
I know exactly how they haven't. It's because squirrels don't have money. They just have nuts.
Dude,
You want to trade nuts for Adderall?
bro, don't you know that big balls rule the world?
I think it's very little balls, actually. Probably ruled it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Actually,
You got big old balls, you don't care.
that's true.
Ooh, is that your tummy?
You guys continue.
Jack in the Box.
Dude, I
You got
this,
Jack in the Box.
That is 2 for $5, like breakfast sandwich. It was
Yeah,
pretty
you
nice.
still have part of one over there.
Do I really? No, I ate it all.
Did you eat the other one?
Dude, you didn't. It's still squeaking. Do you have any more of that spray?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Should
probably.
we hop
Yeah,
it?
we probably should because this is gonna be real annoying.
Well, just don't spin around on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. I'm getting drunk.
You expect me to sit still
I can
right now?
I can switch you if you are very stationary. I would be happy to. But
Oh, yeah. Lube it up.
there you go. Nice. Oh fuck! See, it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea for me to smoke cigarettes while I'm drunk.
Catch everything on fire.
Dude, you know what I like about doing this podcast is sometimes I start to care and then I'm like, dude, there's no caring. We just do what we want.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Dude, I had so much fun editing ours. I like when I was
Jeez,
watching
I
back,
can
was like,
only imagine,
oh
dude,
my
like-
god. Like normally I don't like editing that much, but it's really funny. Yours is probably the funniest one I've had.
Good.
The one I'm working on now is probably my best production value.
Okay.
My
That
buddy
Rashad's
Ryan.
or- Oh, the
No,
one
so,
out that.
so Rashad, I still had struggle because my one microphone was pissing me the fuck off, and it was just like. So I had to do all these like little details, trying to pull like all these like extracurricular noises that were happening, and then I got this new microphone set, and now it's just like fucking
Crystal
clean, and I like really and I bought a new camera. So the camera, like everything is really clean. So that's my buddy Ryan. He's a really good musician as well, actually.
But yeah.
He's not. He does his own. He does like kind of like hip hop rap stuff.
Oh, okay.
But he's only 24, and he owns his own business, and he's like doing like studio shit. He has like 10,000 TikTok followers. I'm like, bro, how did you figure this out so early? He's like, I started my business when I was 18. He like dropped out of college at 18 and started like making a business. And so he's dope.
a guy.
I actually invited him today. I don't know if let me see if he texted me back. But yeah, he's super dope. And I met him through my friend Kiara. And but here we go. What time do you think? Let me text him right back. But yeah, he's super talented. He plays guitar, plays piano, makes beats, has a studio. I mean, like you name, like he's probably not as good at like audio as Jeremy. Like he doesn't nearly have the time, but he has soundproof room and studio and blah 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 blah. I'm like, dude, you're the shit at
Damn.
24.
Damn.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Right
bro?
away, we're just like, nah, I'm just gonna do my thing.
Dude, yeah, exactly. Yeah. He like dropped out. He's like, yeah, I'm doing way better doing my own thing with my business than college is teaching me. And he's just like, fuck this. And then now he has a successful business, and he's like, yeah, I'm just going the whole way up. I'm like, what? At
Fuck
24? That 24 is about when I started. I'm like, dude, you were way ahead of the curve. Like, keep going.
I was fucking cold calling truckers at 24 years old.
Did you ever go to college?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you study?
Marketing and political science.
Did you finish?
Yep.
Hell yeah, brother.
And now I'm a bartender.
Yeah, we're probably happier and
Oh yeah. I kept getting fired from my desk jobs.
dude, I couldn't be behind a desk.
It's torture.
I mean, this desk, yes.
Yeah, that's a different desk.
That's a
Sometimes
standing
this
desk.
is torture though too.
A little bit, yeah. When you're listening to us play fucking
What's your address?
super loud.
Or this address, sorry.
You gotta cut this out of the fucking podcast.
That is fair.
Let's also put
You want me to
Jeremy's
text it?
phone
I'll text
number
it to
right
you.
at the
Yeah,
bottom.
text it to me.
I'll text it to you.
As soon as somebody says cut this out, I'm like my
Boom.
ears like chirp up. Yep. Okay. Cut that. So it is easy when that like
Yeah,
vocal.
when we're just doxing all of Magic Store.
Dude, I think they don't care anymore. Maybe they do.
I don't know. I'm sure there's some level where they're like they worked to do that anonymous thing.
Yeah. Dude, my friend who is
Yeah, but you know who that is, right?
Yeah, he knows everybody, and
Who knows everybody?
he knows everybody in the band.
Yeah.
But so when I was talking to my friends, who we both know are in it, I don't
Yeah.
need to edit more than I need to. But he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go to this show as this, And I was talking to him like, dude, that has to be dope when you're going through Europe and, well, like, to fuck as many girls as possible. He's like, it's kind of actually hard because nobody knows who we are. And I was like, ooh, that's a disadvantage.
I would love that.
Yes.
The only reason I started smoking cigarettes is
You
when I
don't
started
like
touring.
sex.
I do like sex. I love sex. The only reason I started smoking cigarettes though is because I get anxiety when I'm around a lot of people that just want to have the same fucking conversation as the other lot of people that I was just around.
Yeah.
And so I started smoking cigarettes because I was on tour and I was like playing for like 800 to 3,800 people a night. And I'd rather go out in the alleyway and smoke a cigarette with the people that work there that have been like chill and like hanging out and like I'm just like I'm gonna go fucking go in the alleyway and like I started smoking cigarettes and that was my escape from being around a bunch of people.
Makes sense.
Like I'd rather hang out with people that are around musicians and bands all the time
No.
and don't give a fuck about what year your guitar was made. You know,
Oh,
they
God.
just want to like
You want to look at your pedal.
they want to bitch about their job, and I'm like, hell yeah, but I'll listen to this shit all day. I will listen to this all day.
It's
Like
so
I don't like I got like pedals are tools, like they're all tools. These ones are made by a friend of mine here in town in Boise. This one you don't even know what it is
I gotta go pee.
because it's a prototype.
Fuck.
But
That was
the thing is like it doesn't matter. I'm not
Told you I was
plugging
drunk.
anything. I'm like I don't care about like yes I care about my guitars. I have a lot of nice guitars and pedals and amps and all that
Yeah.
shit. But like it doesn't come down to that. It comes down to actually like having conversation with somebody. Like I love geeking out with my friends about shit. Like when they get something new, I'm like fuck yeah. Or if I'm like hey dude check this out, try it out. This thing's badass. It's fun as fuck. But like I don't know what year my guitars were made. Like, I don't really
Yeah.
care.
It's-
I like my guitars. If I don't like them, then I sell them and buy something else.
I think the only way to do it is like you just have to start coming up with a different story every time.
I do that, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was
I-
like,
like-
this is actually a 1942.
So I told somebody, like, they're like, where'd you get that pedal? And I'm like, oh, I actually was surfing and this guy got attacked by a shark. And he's like, take my pedal.
He just had it on him as he bled out from
Yeah.
his severed torso.
Yeah, and then, yeah. Well, it was a leg, but
Fair enough.
yeah. Instead, I found the pedal and then I like, then tried to find somebody to call the police.
Yeah,
You should have seen that shark in handcuffs, though.
dude. I better tell you how many officers it takes to wrestle that shark down.
Fin handcuffs? We had some great shark fin soup,
Yeah.
though.
Shark fin soup after that. That was sentence the shark to death. Sentence to soup.
Oh, no, he's still alive. He just can't swim very quick.
Oh, no, oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, shark attack. Soon.
it's like scalping a shark.
Yeah, well. Dude, I saw a 15-foot shark when I was surfing once. Great
Ah,
white.
What are you guys what are you
Your-
talking about with the shark fin? Sorry.
We were talking about soup.
Yeah,
I still.
we're pretty hungry.
Oh.
You know any places in Boise that have a good shark fin soup?
Do more Adderall.
Chili's, maybe?
Seems serious.
Yeah, maybe.
You look,
So,
like, you
yeah.
look like a guy who does Adderall. Like,
Buddy,
nerdy,
there's
skinny,
not
big
much,
dick.
not much under the sun I won't do. I
I'm
like
under
it
the
all,
sun.
man.
You want to do me?
Yeah. We have.
Wait, are we Eskimos?
I think so.
Fuck.
Eskimo Tunnel Brothers.
There's your Palestine plug.
There we go, yeah.
No, this is the band, the boy band that we're about to start. Tunnel Brothers.
Dude, it's a good climate for it.
Right, yeah.
Oh man, no.
Dude, we were. me
Our
and-
first single is gonna be called BDE.
Big Daddy.
Big dick energy.
Big dick energy.
What's now? That's not even close.
I also was thinking about like, cause me and my roommate were like just talking about random hardcore bands, and like, what if you're a gay alt-right hardcore band? And that's the most hardcore shit.
Do you think that
You can
Milo
be.
would like come to your show?
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Like Milo would start spin kicking in the pit and then start sucking everyone off.
Yeah.
Dude, this comes like right back around to us talking about starting a Christian band. What if we just start an alt-right band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the money. We have to like alter egos.
Okay, so if we're gonna do
Called Uncle Brother.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay.
Brother, uncle.
Yeah, brother, uncle.
It's called BU.
So if we're gonna do shit, well, I'm only a spitball here because that is a really good idea. But if if we're gonna do shit only for the money, why don't we take advantage of the current social climates and be like an alt-right, Jew-hating, Palestine, like maybe like a Hamas group. So then we have references to different areas in either Palestine or Israel. Like talk about the festival though, like they blew up, that we blew up.
Yeah, we like how
What if we start two bands, one for each side?
And
whatever
Each one has a different singer because we're multi-talented. So like you sing in the one and you sing in the other.
Yeah, but we're gonna tune them all, because it doesn't need to sound like me.
Right.
We're gonna make it sound all
Exactly. Yeah.
like not us.
Yeah.
What's your alter ego? What's your name?
That's too quick.
Mine's Feliz Navidad.
Penis Hernandez.
I thought we were talking about this current situation.
No, for the band. You gotta
Yeah.
have a band name. My name's Feliz Navidad.
No, that's not.
His is Penis Hernandez.
God,
And yours is.
I'm just. I don't know if that might be racist.
That's it. Accidentally.
I actually don't know what that means. I actually don't know what that
That's
means.
his name.
so I-
Hikalugi.
Fuck.
Hikalugi.
Just kidding.
I didn't actually mean to be racist there. I just.
Yeah, we'll just put a bunch of like fake tan on you, and your name's gonna be Hikalugi.
Yeah,
Hikaluga.
I like that.
There we go.
Yeah. If we're gonna make money as an alternative, like projects, I think this is the way.
Yeah, and then depending on what state we're playing in, you go the opposite.
Yeah. Well, they don't really let anybody in Gaza right now, so. Oh yeah, I forget you don't know about this.
I did know.
Well, we can play. We can play.
We're
in
not letting
Israel.
anyone in Gaza right
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't actually want to go
It's because they don't want any more people to die.
Well, we could play in Israel, in Egypt. We could probably play in Iran. Yeah,
There's gotta be-
we could be.
There's got to be a town somewhere in the United States.
Wait,
called
is there
Israel.
any?
Israel, Nebraska, or something
Yeah,
like
right.
that?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're
Yeah,
gonna
let's
do.
go play there.
Israel, Nebraska,
If we were to
population
go to the
40.
Middle East, don't
Dude,
they
that's a
have
little too much.
Too many people in Israel.
Yeah, because we only want like 32 people at our show.
Okay. Makes
But like
sense.
4 of them are going to be bartenders and 3 of them are going to be us, so.
All right. Yeah.
Well, don't we have to figure out an instrument that is from the Middle East that we don't really use in America and incorporate that?
It's called a sitar.
There we go.
Or a theremin, but I have a,
Ooh.
dude, check this out. I have an analog theremin. Where did I put that?
What? No way.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Can I do a 30-minute kazoo solo?
my first,
you
pretty
have your
much
own kazoo.
biggest
Oh, I've
introduction
got like
to
40.
the theremin was Joe Lyle. And one of the shows he played at
This is
the
analog
Norwalk.
theremin.
Are you sure that's a theremin?
No, it's not, but it sounds like it. Analog theremin.
How many recordings have that been on? It's got a great
6
tone.
for right now.
Have you ever played a theremin?
You want to try it?
One's with like a little kid in the EMP in Seattle.
Dude, it's fuck. I mean, it's dope, but
This Juno has like a theremin kind of a thing.
yeah. So
I'm sure
the
this
first
sounds
time I
great on
ever
mic.
really saw it like
Huh? I'm sure
I'm sure it
performed
sounds great on
well.
mic.
Dude, that thing's amazing, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love it.
No, it is pretty close actually. Now that If you go fast
But
enough,
this
you'll
Juno
get the,
right there,
you'll get the sound
over there on the
waves.
left, it's got like this theremin thing where you put your hand over
Yeah.
it.
So Joe was the
Right
first
here?
person that
Oh, you
ever
showed me that.
Yeah, the
showed
D-beam.
me like that I saw that actually performed it really well. So when he was playing with A Sea of Glass,
Yeah, I remember that band.
they played at Neurolux, and it was one of their last shows. And they had figured out lighting that was synced to the music, which is really epic. Like I was like, dude, I wish I would have done that. Like so they would just be like, bam, you know, like take for
Bam.
yeah. So like so light,
Yeah.
like so the lights are exactly when they want them. Like so they would have the light triggers on. I was like, dude, this is nuts. Like this is a big rock and roll show. And then he brought out the theremin for one song,
This
and
goes to the music,
and then they somehow triggered
to your phone.
they triggered like the theremin into some sort of channel, so it was on the mixing board, but he only played it for one song, but it was like a solo. So he was because he plays piano and then he plays guitar a little bit, and then he brings it out and he's just like and I was just like, I was really stoned, but I was like, dude, this is the best.
That explains why you
Shit.
described it like
I'm-
that, because it's like this.
Don't you do one hand on the side and that's
There's
it?
two hands. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. Because it's a pole.
Because it's like, you got.
Do you have one hand on the one side and one hand on the other side?
I mean, I'm not a professional theremin player.
Theramist.
I invited
Not
Joe
a
as well.
theramist. I'm not a theramist.
Theramist.
Theramist. Dude, how would, like, I want to know more about the invention of the No, I'm just stuck on theramist.
Probably electricity helped it.
Yeah,
for
but like,
sure.
did just some guy be like,
Do you
know
think
what,
that's
I'm gonna
causing
create a
cancer in people?
sick-
Maybe it cures cancer, though.
Probably.
Because
I
it's
don't know.
electricity going.
Let's look up maybe some of the history of Theramist.
No, I mean yes. We should.
No, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
No, I just wanna call Joe and see if he can tell us.
Isn't he supposed to come by?
I did invite him. I texted him yesterday when I was really drunk, and I was like, dude, do you want to come by to Jeremy's tomorrow? Like, we're doing this. Because he hit me up yesterday. So, maybe he can explain the theremin to us.
Yeah, because I'm so curious. Like, so
What
what
about
the dude
tequila?
the dude that invented it, like, he's just like, dude, I'm gonna fuck up the world with this instrument. Like, this is the future of music.
Pass it to him first, because we've
No.
drunk more. We've drunk more
No.
than him.
Nobody's.
No. Oh, okay.
I was trying to do it with
We should probably text Cindy to have her guess another bottle.
you can do that.
You don't have Cinda's number?
I do.
You literally were in my bed with Cinda.
Ooh.
Wait, did
go
you
on.
guys fuck?
No, I haven't.
Good boy.
Go on.
Good boy.
I don't want to keep having sex with people you've had sex with because I know where you've
Dude,
been.
it is annoying how many people you have sex with that I used to have sex with.
Me?
Yeah.
How many people?
I was just saying that to be funny. I have no idea.
No, like
Let's talk about
Maybe
all of them
one.
in detail. on this
maybe one.
I do think we're asking my brothers, right?
Yeah, maybe one.
Yeah. I don't know who though. Dude, the other day, we were talking about I told one of my most heinous stories, and it's already out there. I told on a podcast about one of the worst things I ever did, and I fucked two of my roommates' girlfriends at the same time while my girlfriend was downstairs,
Nice.
and I knew that
Classy.
he didn't listen to the episode, and I was like, I'm gonna tell you a story, and he was just like, I know all your stories, like, you don't know this one, because I'd kept it so close to the chest, because I'm like, I don't want them to know.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck it. I was with Mariah at the time, or like on the podcast, and we were talking about like getting shit that embarrasses us, or like, I don't think I can handle this out there. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to say something that I was never going to say in public. And I was like, fuck it, I'll say it. And it'll be recorded. And at some point, maybe they'll find out. Fuck if I know. But anyway, he's just like, damn, dude, you had sex with 3 of the people, or he's like, you had sex with 2 of the 3 people that I wanted to have sex with. And then I was thinking about it, I was like, wait, which was the one that you didn't want to have sex with? And I couldn't like figure it out. I was like, was it the one that I was dating, or was it one of the other ones? And I was like,
Trademark.
and then he was like, oh no, I definitely want to have sex with the one you were dating. I was like, okay.
Oh, thank God.
I would thank That's pretty much what I thought. I was like, oh, thank God. I would have assumed.
Yeah, dude, I just thought your girlfriend was fucking ugly.
Yeah, I know. That would hurt me more.
Yeah, right?
We have this coming next week. We have this
Oh,
little Hammond
shit.
and the Leslie cab.
Nice. Where's that coming? You just get it off like Reverb or something, or what?
And then my dad and I
Oh,
split the
nice.
cost on it.
Hell yeah.
But like, I mean, like keep that organ. It's a Hammond, but it's like separate, so it's not like a full thing. So I can actually take that to shows and not have to be like, oh, I gotta lug this whole fucking thing, right?
Okay, so here's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
It's from the
moving.
'90s. It's like worth like $1,600, right? Just that organ, and then the Leslie cab, spinning, like I can plug guitars into that shit and all that shit. We got the whole thing for $2,000.
Fuck yeah.
And that thing's worth like $2,500. It's a vintage Leslie cab.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, it'll be here next week, I think.
Morgan was telling me. She was like, yeah, I was watching the podcast you did with Josh. Morgan! I was watching it with my mom.
She actually watched it?
Yeah, she watched it.
Damn.
She was like, I watched it with my mom, and then Josh just goes, yeah, I think Morgan gets like 10 meaty cock offers a night.
Dude, I always assume nobody watches it, and then I think some people do watch it, so it's funny to me. Dude, okay. Joe, we're talking about the theremin. I'm here with Ty, Jeremy, and I want to know how it's played, and if you're coming over, will you bring it?
Also, does it give you cancer?
Yeah, that's a good
Or
point.
cure it.
We're curious.
It might cure it. We're curious.
We're curious.
Up top on that one.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, bro.
Miss you. Okay, that's all I wanted to send him. Dude, that's hilarious. I didn't realize. So the last podcast I did, one of my other friends like texted me right away, like, what he's saying is a lie. And I was just like, I never thought you listened to my podcast, but I think it just depends on the person that pops up.
Probably.
So like, for example, Morgan might not watch all my podcasts, but because you were on and then we referenced her or I referenced her in that story, then she's like, I'm going to watch this one.
Yeah.
So then she watched it. So
When I told her I told this thing.
this is my marketing.
Yeah,
This is my
exactly.
marketing.
It's grassroots.
Yeah, I love it. That's pretty
How
good.
do I go live? There we go.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Do you want to use the thing?
Nope.
Dope. Dude, I couldn't figure out how to do TikTok live. And then I was like looking through it and it's like, you must have 1,000 followers. I was like, well, that's not me.
Yeah. They gatekeep it?
They gatekeep it.
They're like, no, you gotta be somebody.
Dude, I can't even figure out captions on TikTok. I was gonna make a story about
Here we are live.
playing guitar today because I don't really play guitar anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every once in a blue moon, but it's probably been like 5 years since I played. Like, it hurts so bad. I was practicing for today. I was like, oh, I kind of want. Okay, so I'm gonna play some guitar, and I was like, dude, it hurt so bad for one song. Like 3 minutes hurt. It's like, dude, this is bad. It's like when you first start.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I wanna promote a little bit. I know that some people still out there are like, oh yeah, Josh, like play music again. So I was like, I'm gonna play some music. And then I couldn't figure out how to make captions on TikTok. And I was like, well, fuck this shit.
Just how old did you feel?
I just said that. I was like, dude, the biggest piss off when you're on an app and you can't figure it out is it makes me feel really old.
Dude.
And I'm like, dude, I swear to God, I'm not that old. Oh, like, why can't I not figure out my Netflix?
Dude, right? It's like, I've like been trying to like figure out how to change my Bandcamp profile picture. I'm like, am I
Dude, it's so bad.
just a geezer?
Dude, yes. I mean, maybe. I do think they don't make it easy. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me because Instagram, I use captions on it.
Yeah.
You just click the caption button. There's no caption button on TikTok. And I'm like, where is it? Like, where? How do I just click it and make it go? And it's not there. Oh,
Siri,
it's so
Siri,
bad.
let me do the caption on like
Dude,
TikTok.
I've Googled it 3 times and went through articles and still can't figure it out. And that makes me feel really old. I'm like, oh shit, I've already Googled it and I still can't figure it out.
How many Googles you doing?
3.
Yeah, you Google 3 people a day?
No, I Googled 3 on the TikTok caption thing.
Huh.
I clicked 3 different articles and I still couldn't figure it out.
Alright.
That makes me feel really old. I mean, I know I am old, but like, fuck, dude.
No wonder. You gonna sing a song?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Are you gonna sing a song?
I'll sing a song.
Hell yeah. Do you want to sing a song?
I'll sing a song.
Alright.
Can you do like a solo song, or do you want to do like a group song? What do you want to do?
I don't know. I really don't know how to sing and play one song.
Hell yeah.
My question for you is, are you gonna play piano while I play a song?
Which song?
Whatever gypsy song.
Oh, I could do that if you want.
Yeah, which one?
The easiest chord progression one.
That's pretty much all of them.
No, there's a couple that actually really get me. Like when I play with him, there's like I would say maybe 70% of them. I'm like, I got this. Like yeah. And then probably 30% of them, I'm like, fuck. And I'm like looking at the chord progression, like squinting because he's kind of dark. I'm like, wait, where are we going next? And, like it does get me. So good for you.
Alright, so we could do Bandit's 3 chords. Understands
Big
3
Alan
chords.
Murph is pretty good, right?
Yeah, but that's got like that dueling part.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That
You're right,
bridge.
Yeah, Bandit. That's the one that you talk about a Bandit, right?
Yeah, that's the one about my ex-wife, not Chelsea. About.
What's your guys' next show?
I'm playing bass with Matt Hopper at the VAC.
He's back.
Nice.
No,
Hey,
he's coming back
You're
for a
on
second.
speaker on podcast with
That's the weekend
Jeremy and Ty.
before
Nice. Are you gonna
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
just come in.
But, yeah, Gypsy's not doing anything.
Come in.
We don't have anything on the books right now.
Okay.
Just
Oh.
trying to get this record fucking out and then
Yeah, let's play some
Start.
tunes.
dealing with promotion shit.
Fuck yeah.
Why are your wait, look that way. Are your glasses fogging up?
Yeah.
Why?
Are they just dirty?
I
Let me
think
clean
it's
them for you.
No, it is strange because I was like, are your glasses fogging up? Because I could see it from the side.
I don't know. I also got in trouble for making out at Mulligan's last night.
Trouble from who?
Some guy.
Was it
Was it her
was
girlfriend?
it Stuart?
Was it his girlfriend?
I don't think so.
Was it Stuart? Dude, Stuart sucks.
Sorry.
It was not Stuart. I don't even
Sorry, Stuart. If you ever see this, you suck. Nah, he's probably fine.
I don't think the guy works there.
Did we ever do
I'm sure you're fine, actually.
Did we ever do
Hey!
What's up?
What's up?
Hi.
She does not have tequila.
Oh yeah, we were gonna text you.
I text her.
I was like, I should text
Yeah.
you and get have her get another bottle of tequila because we went real quick.
Nice. Good job, guys.
Have you met Cinda?
Not officially. I'm
Hi,
Ty.
Ty. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She's only jerked off to our podcast, but
Okay, makes
We're
sense.
fine.
Yeah.
It's not weird.
Me too.
Yeah.
dude, same.
Something
What?
about seeing yourself on camera.
Wait, is that Eskimos if we jerk off to each other's like our own
Likeness?
film, or is that has to be a different name? There has to be like a different name for that, right?
Yeah.
Can't be Eskimos.
No,
'cause
you're.
we gotta separate that.
Yeah, because you're not in the same tunnel. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. What would that? We should come up with that. That'd be good.
Are you guys
I can't-
That's called Dream Boys.
Dream Boys.
Dream Boys.
I came up with this. I came up with this name. So, I'm really close friends with this girl, and the first time that we hung out, like for a long time,
Bad thing to say about.
no, she knows she's thick.
Can she kick your ass?
What?
Can she kick your ass?
No.
Cinda says yes. I'm gonna go with Cinda
I
on
don't
this.
believe in you.
So, the first podcast I've ever had. So, she's one of my favorite people of all time. But the first time we hung out, we went over to her house and she tried to fuck me, and she like took off all her clothes, and she was just like, "Come fuck me," and I was like, "No." And then we became best friends.
Okay.
And then there's this other girl I'm trying to get in the podcast, and she one time was just like, "I want you to come home with me." And I was just like, "I don't think I want to." And then I didn't realize at the time, but I was just like, dude, I turned both of you down. And so instead of Eskimo brothers, I call it Sierra sisters. So like they both were the Sierra Desert around me, and I really like this name, even though most guys don't turn girls down that much. But both of them I turned down, and I was like, you guys are Sierra sisters now.
Because I refuse to fuck both of you.
But I also love them both to death. Like it was just, I'm not like bragging that I turned two girls down, even though
A little bit.
it is funny. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. You're a stronger man than I am. 'Cause you know that, like, because maybe we talked about this last time, but like, where it's like, you're just hooking up with a chick that you really didn't want to.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're like in the middle of it and you notice her mustache and like different shit. And you're just like, oh God, why am I doing this?
Well, in situation, I'm just not into thick girls, and like is a gorgeous girl. And in situation, I probably would have, and if both of them here, it's fine. But I probably would have, but I was just super tired. And I was just like we had went out for a drink, and then I was just like, I'm really tired. I'm going to go home and go to bed. And she was like, well, I thought you were going to invite me over. And I was like, I don't want it.
I was like,
tonight. Like,
I was like kind of tired.
It wasn't anything again. But dude, I was like super tired. And like, there's something in me like that just, it hits. When I'm tired, I do not want to work
out.
Yeah. And so I'm like, nope, I just don't feel like it. I was like, maybe another time. That's what I said. And then probably a week later, she started like dating somebody else. And I was like, oh, no, whatever.
There you go.
Josh, showing you on that piano?
Yeah. Dude, we're gonna play tunes.
Hell yeah. Want to hop on bass?
No, we didn't want you to play.
Okay. You have a tambourine?
I
Do you want to get us another bottle of tequila?
Nobodies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say hello to the new. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Say hello to the new. Our history has been excused. But never forever. I forget the word. And the feelings have fled. Return with a whisper of promise kept. And we'll
Let's start it all over. Let's start it all over. Oh. And we'll say our love is forever. Our love is Good job, boys.
Yeah, right?
D minor what?
A minor G. Yeah?
Yeah.
No money, don't you take my name, 'cause I'm getting sick and tired of having to play all the nasty little games. Oh money, baby, don't you take my name, 'cause I'm getting sick and tired of having to play all your nasty little games. So pack the wagon, hitch the horse and move on. Grab your 6-shooter and head toward the sun. Leave my soul, take a shot and get gone. I'm a bandit, babe, you better run, run, run. Oh, honey, I thought we had a pretty good thing. Then I saw that we were dying, couldn't wake up from that awful little dream. No, honey, baby, I thought we had a pretty good thing. Then I saw that we were dying, couldn't wake up from that awful little dream. Oh, so pack the wagon, hitch the horse and move on. Grab your 6-shooter and head toward the sun. Leave my soul, take a shot and get gone. A bandit, babe, you better run, run, run now, darling. Sip that moonshine slowly, 'cause I'll be gone by morning. Leave you all so fucking cold. So pack the wagon, hitch the horse and move on. Grab your 6-shooter and head toward the sun. Leave my soul, take a shot and get gone. I'm a bandit, babe, you better run, run, run. Alright, time. you head towards the sun. Leave my soul, take a shot and get gone. From abandoned bay, you better run, run, run. Get gone. Head towards the sun. I'm a bandit, babe. You better run, run, run. Little big rock and roll, innit? Cruising down the street, mile 6'4", jocking the freaks, clocking the door. Went to the bar, checked the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, gold shooting some hoops. The car pulls up, who could it be? Fresh El Camino, rolling Kilo G. He rolled down his window, started to say, it's all about making that GTA. Yeah. Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. Come talking that trash, we'll pull your car. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't said shit. Your man, your man, your man, get the fuck out. Pump that, pump that, pump, pump, pump that, pump that bass, motherfuckers say what? Donald Lee's in the place to give me the peace. You said my man JD is on the free base. Till I caught him in my car trying to steal my Alpine. Chased him up the street, tried to call the truth. Silly club, well, pulled out a fucking deuce. Little did he know I was loaded at 12 gauge. One sucker dead, LA Times front page. Cause the boys in the hood, they're always hard. Come talking that trash, we'll pull your car. No, nothing like to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't said shit. Yo, Leroy, yeah, Leroy. Oh, Leroy, So I went to a place where my homeboy was chilling. The fellows out there making that dollar. I pulled up in my 64 Impala. They greeted me with a 40 and I started to drink. Let the 80 ball mile breath start and sing. Left my girl to rock that body. Before I left I hit Bacardi. Went to her house to get her out of the past. Dumb girl said something I couldn't believe. So I grabbed that stupid bitch ass by her nappy ass weave. Reached back like a pin and slapped the hoe. Her father jumped out and started to shout. So I came right across. 'Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. Don't come talking that trash. I'm a white ass motherfucker playing hard. Alright, here we go. Ready? I'm rolling hard, I'm under control. Done wrap my 64 on the telephone pole. I looked at my car, I said, oh brother, throw in the guitar. Go buy another, walk home, and I see the G right now is driving Kilo on the side. Undercover cop in a dark green Nova. Cat got beat, rested, arrest, shot a pig. Now it's just caught doing the crime. Fourth offense on the boy, do some time. Boys in the hood, they're always good. Boys in the hood are always good. 'Cause the boys in the hood, they're always good. Come play in your car, or trash in your hood, knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, 'cause I ain't said shit. This is where we're gonna get fancy. We're gonna go from the C to the D, and then we're gonna go to that E, like minor 6 or something like that. But check this out. Wait. Yeah. I went to get them out, but there was no bed. fellas, they can rot in county jail. 2 days later, in municipal port, Kilo G caught it all for. Over a 6-year sentence, my man didn't budge. They've come out, turned him in. Kilo up, gave a grin, yelled out fire with a submachine Uzi. Bitch came out with a motherfucking police shot. The girl didn't get hurt. Both upstate, attempted for murder. 'Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking that trash, you're gonna pull your car. Nothing in life but to be legit. Well, don't quote me, boy, 'cause I ain't said shit. I ain't said shit. Get. Get it. That's it. I almost said.
Good job, bud. That's good.
Alright, this is gonna be the last thing I'm gonna say tonight. Josh, take your camera and put it away, and let's all get a fucking photo of us all together. And it's gonna end with this. Ready? Rock and roll ending. G. 1, 2.